some rain around, some strong winds too, so all in all could well knock quite a bit of that blossom off the trees. It's still fine across the north of Scotland, but for the rest of us things have been going downhill. Bands of showery rain moving in from the southwest, and fairly heavy rain too. Not all gloom and doom, some sunshine in between, but this is a scene outside in Plymouth earlier on. It was sunny and then it started to cloud over. The sky is darkening, and it's hardly surprising because there's some very heavy rain not a million miles away. It's reached the tip of Cornwall and it will spread its way eastwards through the next couple of hours. Some very heavy rain. Possibility of thunder too, very narrow but intense band of rain. So you get the idea. These bands of rain continue to move their way northwards and eastwards. I think eventually things will dry up and brighten up across the southwest of Wales and southwest England, but for the rest of us, fairly showery end to the day. Now, later on this evening and overnight, most of the rain will continue to move northwards into Scotland, but the rest of us becoming drier. But more showers getting into the western coastal fringes of England and Wales by dawn. And that just sets the scene for a very showery day tomorrow. Deceptively bright and sunny across eastern parts of England. That won't last. It'll be damp across Scotland. We'll have those showers along western coasts of England and Wales, and they will spread inland as we go through the day, become quite widespread. Now, you know what showers are like. Some places manage to dodge most of them and stay largely fine, but there'll be a number of heavy and quite possibly thundery showers. Quite a blustery wind as well. Eventually, things turning more generally cloudy across the southwest of Wales and southwest England, the odd spot of rain arriving. I'll talk more about that in a moment. In the brighter spells, actually not doing too bad on the temperature front, 14 or 15 degrees, 15 to 59 Fahrenheit, but there will be that blustery wind, and when the showers come along, it won't feel all that pleasant. Now, if I step to one side, you can see a large development of cloud in the Atlantic. It is a low-pressure system. It will develop further over the next 24 hours, and by tomorrow night, it will be on our doorstep. Sweeping wind and rain up from the southwest. Unusually wet and windy weather for this time of year on Thursday. Not a pretty picture, is it? These weather fronts pretty active, bringing a lot of heavy rain and some fairly strong winds too. The possibility of gales around southern and western coasts and hills, at least for a time. Eventually, though, things will clear up from the southwest. Temperatures pretty academic, really, 14 or 15 degrees. Now, that low pressure is just going to lodge itself across the north of Scotland Thursday night, and indeed for much of Friday, continuing pretty wet and windy here. For the rest of us, some improvement. I think the sunshine returning, especially to eastern areas, but rather cloudier out west with some patchy rain around. If I look ahead to next weekend, I know it's a long way off, but just a hint that things might start to warm up. The orange colours showing some pretty warm temperatures, especially in the southeast.